what began as a battle for legacy in his second term.
My proudest legacy will be that of a peacemaker and unifier. That's what I want to be, a peacemaker and a unifier.
Has now turned into a battleground of narcissism in the name of Make America Great Again.
I can't think of anybody in history that should get the Nobel Prize more than me, and I don't want to be bragging, but so Iran's in big trouble. We're watching the situation very carefully. We will get involved. We'll be hitting them very hard where it hurts.
Modi's a very good man.
Yes.
He's a good guy. He knew I was not happy, and it was important to make me happy. They do trade. And we can raise tariffs on them very quickly, and it would be very bad for them. We need Greenland for national security. Not for minerals. We have so many sites for minerals and oil and everything. We have more oil than any other country in the world. We need Greenland for national security. We must now re-examine every single alien who has entered our country, and we must take all necessary measures to ensure the removal of any alien from any country who does not belong here or...
In his first weeks in office, Trump went on a cutting spree, from DEI programs to rolling back from climate change, to ordering a federal hiring freeze and even declaring a national emergency on the southern border.
President Trump has done something quite amazing, which is he's restored American sovereignty to America by securing our borders. So that's the first thing he did. He has rebooted our economy. When President Ronald Reagan was president, we were the world's greatest creditor nation. President Trump inherited after Joe Biden, where we're not only the greatest debtor nation in the world, we actually weren't respected, and he's correct about that. So he has turned that upside down. It's 180 degrees. So we are a respected nation.
In the following months, his Make America Great Again deportation agenda stopped at nothing. From military-style mass deportation to El Salvador's Secot prison, to deploying the National Guard in various states, Trump would stop at nothing for MAGA.
Trump came to office with the Project 2025 playbook, which effectively calls for a fascist regime in the United States. We've never seen anything like this. It's designed to tear up American democracy, divide and polarize the country, go after immigrants, but also to use the U.S. military in the streets of the United States.
Trump's economy policy, however, remains central to the disruption from the Liberation Day pitch in April and the string of deals that followed. The tariff policy has been a MAGA debacle, not just for the US, but for the world. While in February, PM Modi and Trump set the stage for a MAGA-MEGA deal.
अमेरिका के लोग राष्ट्रपति ट्रंप के मोटो मेक अमेरिका ग्रेट अगेन यानी मागा से परिचित है। जब अमेरिका और भारत साथ मिलकर काम करते हैं यानी मागा प्लस मीगा तब बन जाता है मेगा पार्टनरशिप फॉर प्रॉस्पेरिटी।
Now then the other thing people say India is walking a tightrope. What tightrope? We are not gymnasts. We are not street performers that we walk a tightrope. What is the tightrope? What we are doing is we are trying to keep our options open as we've always done. You call it strategic autonomy. I don't know what's the difference between strategic autonomy and autonomy. For us, it's sovereign autonomy. A country like India, already the fourth largest economy in the world, and everybody says we are one of the four superpowers of the world. We do what is in our interest. We haven't got to this position by kowtowing to anybody. The Soviet Union didn't get there by falling flat before the Americans. The Chinese didn't get there by begging anybody. We haven't got there.
The full year drew a blank on the agreement, with New Delhi calling for an equitable deal and Washington in the end saying Modi did not call, with a 500% tariff gun to India's head.
There is a deep abiding affection between the people of the United States and the people of India. It is a fact that if America is the oldest democracy, India is the largest democracy. As your Prime Minister Modi said in 2016 in his first joint address to Congress, he talked about indivisibility. And two lovers who are having a dispute can still come back together and make a wonderful family and a wonderful future. So I'm absolutely not concerned about the current situation, because I know that India will rise to the challenge of honoring its pledge of indivisibility. And through that pledge lies a beautiful future.
With many FTAs signed in the months since, the larger question looms on whether Trump can actually crack the art of the deal with India.
Relationship is concerned at the end of Trump's first year. I think it's a pretty normal relationship. He wants to make America great again. I have no problem with that. He thinks he can make it great again at the cost of the world. Half of the world, as he said, I'm only quoting him, when he imposed tariffs was, they are kissing my ass, kind of language that a president uses. We don't do that. We said, you do what you have to, we'll do what we have to. But there are many aspects of the relationship beyond the tariffs. There is technology transfer, there's space, there's deep sea, there's high tech, there's silicon, there's so much. There's education, there's health. These are areas that are moving along very well. But everybody seems focused on one issue, which is tariff. All right, we'll work that out. We'll deal with it when the time comes.
However, the hallmark of Trump's first year back is the global peace disruption he has led or has claimed to have led. From false claims between India and Pakistan to failed attempts between Thailand and Cambodia. The two wars Trump claimed to end even before he entered office continue to face uncertain futures. While in Gaza, Israel drags its feet for the second phase of the deal. Trump is more occupied in cashing in billion-dollar checks to sell memberships to his Gaza peace border, his answer to the UN. In Ukraine, Moscow continues to hail fire, while Zelensky is trapped between the Oval and a hard place.
Your country is in big trouble.
Can I
Wait a
answer?
minute. No. You've done a lot of talking. Your country is in big trouble.
I know.
You're not winning.
I know.
You're not winning this. You have a damn
We-
good chance of
we are
coming out
staying.
okay because of
Mr.
us. We
President,
gave you, through
I
this
said
stupid
thank you.
president, $350 billion.
You voted
we gave
for
you
your
military
president.
equipment.
You
and you
voted
men
for
are
your
brave,
president.
but they had to use our military.
While Trump got his photo op in Anchorage with Putin, 6 months on, there has been no second meeting and no peace in Ukraine. The result is a 20-point plan that refuses to give Ukraine security guarantees it seeks, or the territory it rightly claims as its own.
What Trump is doing to tear up the international order, to say that he's going to decide, he's going to use force whenever he wants. He's already bombed 7 countries. He's also threatened to bomb more countries. He's threatened to take over Greenland by force against NATO allies. You know, this is beyond credibility, beyond credulity.
Will the second year lead to more desperation in Trump's tactics in Ukraine is something that remains to be seen. And while these two fronts refuse to die down, Trump showed no restraint in opening up new ones. In June last year, the US got militarily involved in Iran for the first time in decades, with Operation Midnight Hammer, leading decapitation strikes on Iran's nuclear program. 6 months later, amid mass uprising reports, US is eagerly contemplating its next steps, regime change or a new deal. The Middle East is back on the edge. Amid all this, Trump made a pariah out of Venezuelan leader Nicolas Maduro, who was kidnapped by the US Special Forces and now paraded in New York for a trial. Whether the cause of the actions in Venezuela was Nobel, or oil, the result is neither peace nor any prize.
The problem with NATO is they used to have a 3% GDP dues amount, which they didn't honor. Mainly did not honor. Some did, but mainly it was not honored. So in the Trump 1 presidency, he was trying to get them up to 3%. Now he's got them up to 5%. So our friendship with NATO is today stronger because of President Trump.
Domestically, the pressure on the president is high to deliver. While his big, beautiful bill shut the government down, his clashes with his own federal chair appointee, Jerome Powell, is giving him sleepless nights. With an aggressive Donroe doctrine against Europe, a relentless trade war, and his own personality-driven diplomacy, the global south stares at US with uncertainty.
It's clear that almost no leaders anywhere trust Trump. During Trump's first term, I was invited several times to visit Russia. And almost all my Russian friends, I could be at a conference in which everybody there would be pro-Trump. And I would tell them, Trump says he wants to be friends with Russia, I understand that, but Trump cannot be trusted. There's several speaking tours in India, in which I gave the same message, that we need stable leadership. We need statesmen. We need people who talk for the planet, not for their own parochial national interests.
Trump faces an uphill battle ahead of the midterms amid low approval ratings, with domestic issues like the Epstein files refusing to stop haunting him. While on January 20th, Trump will take his victory lap for completing another year in office, existential realities continue to confront Trump's policies. Trade rhetoric with India aside, can Trump's tariffs actually deal with China, which has recorded a $1.2 trillion surplus despite the MAGA tariff war?
People of India want the same Bill of Rights as Americans in America enjoy. In fact, the Indian Constitution is largely based upon the American Constitution. So I think the way out of this is you have to see that the long-term relationship is between either freedom or tyranny. India has voted repeatedly since 1947 for freedom. There is only one path, and that path is absolutely the American path.
What about Department of Government Efficiency and cutting the cost out of $36 trillion of debt his economy stares at, while trade rivals sign more deals?
The FTAs which we have signed one with the UK, we are going to sign one with the European Union, whether you call it comprehensive agreement, strategic partnership, whatever. We've signed with New Zealand, we've signed with Oman. If the Americans don't want to sign it, so be it. They're not signing it because they want to help me. They were signing it because they want to help themselves in the process of helping me. An FTA is never one-sided. Both sides get some benefit. America will have access to the huge Indian market. The Chinese market is close to them. The Europeans don't have the money. The Russians say get lost. So we are the only people available to them.
And most importantly, by turning the world order upside down by exiting over 70 institutions, will IMF survive? What about the UN? And what is the fate of NATO? Many unanswered questions and 3 years on the calendar. With midterms on the horizon, that is the second year of Trump 2.0 the world is looking forward to.